Welcome Taurus to your in-depth weekly horoscope for week commencing the 31st of July. Jupiter and Uranus are both in your sign and they're set to be very influential this week, as will be your ruling planet of Venus. The week begins with Jupiter forging an enormously dynamic link to Mars. When these two get together in a positive way, it gives us a lot of sense of optimism, but also the encouragements to just go for it and not analyse things too much. Now, because Mars is in your fifth house, that is the sector of romance, but also of sociability. And Jupiter can just give you that little nudge just to not analyse things too much. It's just that Saturn in your sector of friendship and longer term plans is forging a rather stiff opposition to Mercury, which is pretty close to where Mars is located. So just when you want to seize the moment, there could be a little bit of resistance or lack of vitality or even confidence that just inhibits you a little bit. And because the Sun and your ruler Venus in its retrograde are asking you to really focus first on how things feel, the fourth house, but also your sense of security, be it physical or emotional, or more family-based affairs or domestic issues, the full moon, which occurs in Aquarius, which of course is very friendly, could see your emotions quite close to the surface. So if there is something that's a little bit competing or out of kilter, it may be difficult to disguise it. Also, Venus is in what's known as a yod to both Neptune and Pluto. So it's forging two discordant connections to both those planets. So Venus in your fourth house could be seeing you, now it's in the retrograde, quite sensitive, even though Mars is in that very dynamic and very self-confident part of your situation. So you're wanting, in a romantic context, to feel nurtured and appreciated emotionally, as well as enjoy the more flamboyant and more playful and sociable elements of the interaction. So I feel that the role of Pluto for you is in the part of your situation that's to do with change and new ideas. So there could be that it's either you or someone close to you wants you to alter something about the root of your existence, but it's whether it feels quite right to do it at the moment. And that opposition between Mercury and Saturn could make you a bit more cautious, despite the go-getting vibe of Mars and Jupiter. Now, the Neptune influence, like Saturn, is in your sector of the future. But again, if the details are a bit hazy or unclear, very Neptunian, that's not necessarily going to give you a heap of confidence. Also, later this week, Venus runs into a square with Uranus in your sign. So that part of you that really wants to be liberated, totally authentically yourself, Uranus, which has been an emerging part of your situation over the last few years, that's challenged by another part of you that may want to play safe. So you can see we've got some real contra energies going on. There is the potential to go for it and just see where it leads you, or you may want to make sure that you protect what you have, but that could see an opportunity just pass you by. So the best way to approach this, I think, is listen to your instincts. But just be conscious that because you're a fixed sign, there can be part of your nature that can be a little wary of making change. And the full moon itself occurs at 9 degrees in the sign of Aquarius. So if you've got planets in Taurus, either at 9 degrees or up to 12 or down to 6, that particular full moon is going to impact on you quite strongly. And because of the fixed energy of the sign of Aquarius and of Leo and of your own sign, that rigidity that fixed energy can create could see you just not sure whether to make that move. So just take it all back to how things feel, because your inner voice will guide you to make the right decisions. But if you're up for the challenge, there is something quite dynamic and exciting that can happen this week, despite at other times it feeling a bit tense and a bit sensitive too. I want to share with you a very exciting opportunity. Year 2023 is speeding by, and year 2024 is racing towards us. You can order your year 2024 personal horoscope forecast based on your personal birth data now, and I will prepare for you the rest of year 2023 free of charge. Also, within my special package, you get 30% off and your character analysis report, your life roadmap, which will help you to understand the patterns that are being repeated in your situation and get a much more intimate knowledge of these and learn how to work with them in a more effective way going forwards. Please see the link below for more.